Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two new stories for you. Firstly, it seems that Tigray fighters are in trouble because of the conflict between TPLF Debrecen and Gita Chorada because of the conflict between groups in Tigray and the federal government of Ethiopia. The OPM Abiy yesterday when he spoke at the parliament showed as if things are under control. But it seems that we could see hard times ahead for Tigray fighters, for Tigray soldiers. I'm not talking about Tigray generals, but soldiers. Secondly, Sudan viewers where tables have been turned, tides are turning. Sudanese military has recaptured presidential palace. Let's have a look at this news story first. Before that, an announcement, viewers, at the usual time tonight, we'll resume our live chats. We have 3 live chats a week: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Generally, at 1800 GMT, we have these live chats. I'll share the topic of the live chat after a few hours. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you with your questions and comments at 1800 GMT on my views on news. Over Sudan, where it seems that now RSF is definitely on the offensive. Sudanese civil on the defensive, not offensive. Sudanese civil war started in April 2023. So you can say almost 2 years have passed. And we saw several ups and downs in this war. When the war erupted, RSF had an advantage. Rapid support forces led by Hamdan Dagalo managed to enter Khartoum. They put presidential palace under siege. They took control of presidential palace. They put army headquarters in Khartoum under siege. Burhan was trapped inside the army headquarters there. Burhan somehow managed to escape. After his escape, things changed, and Burhan got support from several countries. RSF was supported by the UAE from day one. Military, I think, was a little late in getting support from abroad, military support. Ultimately, Sudanese military acquired drones from Iran, from Turkey. Sudanese military has been in talks with Russia and China to recently to buy fighter jets and air defense systems, reportedly. But somehow Sudanese military managed to arm its forces. It struck alliances with Eritrea, with Egypt. Eritrea trained Sudanese armed groups supporting the military against RSF. Egypt provided military support to Sudanese government, and Sudanese government then launched counter-offensive. Counteroffensive led to the expulsion of RSF fighters from central, eastern, northern Sudan. But Khartoum was still disputed and RSF was in control of presidential palace. But this morning, Sudanese military retook control of the presidential palace. Pictures are coming out, videos being shared to showing Sudanese army soldiers standing at the gates of presidential palace. The palace has been destroyed because both parties tried to take control of it, but RSF has been in control for almost 2 years now. Palace heavily damaged, now back under military control. It's a symbolic win for Al Burhan government. RSF once had dreams of capturing entire Sudan. Those dreams could not materialize. Now, RSF are trying to consolidate their gains in Western Sudan. They are trying to form a parallel government in Western Sudan based in Darfur. And for that, discussions have been ongoing in Kenya. Sudanese military has been criticizing Kenya for hosting RSF. Sudan recalled its ambassador to Kenya, Sudan, then banned all imports from Kenya. So RSF now stand no chance of taking control of entire Sudan. They are only trying to defend whatever they have gained in the last 2 years. Will Sudanese military now go deep into Western Sudan to dismantle RSF from there? Or will it accept a Darfur-based government there? Sudan military made Port Sudan its headquarter after Burhan fled Khartoum. Now I think Sudan government will return to Khartoum gradually. RSF still has presence in around Khartoum, but I think now military will rapidly clear Khartoum and Al Burhan government could be back in Khartoum. What will it do regarding a parallel government formation in RSF? RSF definitely now on the defensive. They're trying to get the support of regional players, Kenya, Ethiopia, etc., to form a parallel government in Western Sudan. But military back in control of presidential palace. Secondly, viewers, it seems that Tigray soldiers are going to suffer, keeping in view the likely tussle between the federal government and new Tigray government. New Tigray government will be established in coming days. Ethiopian PM yesterday addressing the parliament made it clear that term of the Tigray interim government was going to be extended for 1 year, but he said new individuals could be appointed. It means Gitacho is going to be fired and he's going to be replaced by someone like Tadesse Varade. Imavi questioned slow progress in DDR when he addressed the parliament yesterday. Disarmament, demobilization, reintegration of Tigray fighters could not be implemented. Gitacho recently gave some interviews and he shared details of how much he's been spending on military. He said he spent around 7 billion bears on military out of around 14 he had as regional president. So large chunk of the Tigray regional budget has been going to military spending. And he said that over 200,000 are the Tigray military soldiers. Now, a letter is in circulation showing that daily ration has been reduced for Tigray fighters. These Tigray fighters obviously are being given daily ration. They're being given uniforms, weapons, housing, etc. It was 115 grams per day, which was being given to one Tigray soldier. It's been reduced to now 100-gram bread per soldier. Federal government of Ethiopia, I think, will appoint the new president in Tigray. It's very likely. It's almost going to happen. But federal government is going to push the new Tigray government to speed up the process of DDR. And Janel, who is likely to lead the region, will have to cooperate with the federal government. Why? Because federal government is the one which gives funds to the Tigray government. Tigray has limited indigenous revenue generation sources. Some sources are very shady, gold being smuggled, being extracted illegally. No one knows how much is being earned, where the money is. But Tigray formally receives budget from the federal government. If federal government reduces budget for Tigray, if it cuts our budget for Tigray, Tigray government will be paralyzed. Tigray military will suffer. And federal government of Yamabe will only release budget for the new government if the new government implements DDR. If it does not, you will see cuts by the federal government in Tigray's regional budget. I think the new government of Tigray, which has been criticizing Getachew government for conducting DDR without tackling other key issues like return of IDPs and return of territories of Tigray. This government, new government, will have to cooperate more with PM Abiy's government, and this government, you'll see, will swiftly implement DDR, because if it does not implement DDR, it will be difficult for this government to survive financially. International donors are dragging their feet. They have been announcing contributions for DDR, but they've been slow in honoring their commitments. Let's see. Ordinary Tigray fighters should not suffer. They are the ones who fought for their people, for their land, and now they should have at least enough to eat. Their daily ration is also being reduced, confirmed by a letter in circulation. Thanks for watching.